Good morning, delegates. This will be the second video for our delegate sessions. We addressed the state issues this morning in our conference call, but we left out a couple of the national topics, and for that, I'm sorry. Thank you to those who did join this morning. It was great, and we're going to get started on these national topics. There are two proposals, and they come from the state of New York and then from the state of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. I'm going to share them with you so you can look at them while I discuss them. Here we go. The first proposal from New York, and I'll give you a moment to read this. The first proposal is one that addresses the delegates per state. And at National Convention, there are 478 delegates, and these delegates are divided out among states based on their population of membership. Here in Nebraska, where we have 7,400 members, we're allocated 6 delegates who vote and represent us. Whereas some of the larger states could have up to 60, there's no cap currently, so it's all based off population. And this proposal addresses that. A 2/3 vote is needed to pass amendments to the bylaws and the Constitution. So to counteract that or further the checks and balance system that we have, New York proposes that each state is limited to a maximum of 30 delegates per state. Now, this would dilute some of the numbers of delegates that some states have, whereas Texas has over 50 delegates currently. By putting a cap on there, that means the remainder of their delegates would have to be sent, or the spots for delegates would be sent to other states according to population. This in turn could affect Nebraska by giving us more delegates and a stronger voice in the delegate process. However, when you're discussing these things with your chapter, please keep in mind that this gives us a better voice and helps us represent ourselves better, but think about the Constitution and how our U.S. government runs, and think about the equality and the fairness of everyone's voice. Take that into consideration while you review these. This cap would limit the ability of those large states to swing a vote. So as it is right now, 8 to 12 states could swing a 2/3 or a majority vote alone, which is a large minority ruling that would have a huge impact on the rest. So that's the purpose behind this, is to cap a vote so a few states can't swing a vote on their own. And this is very similar to the next proposal we're going to look at. Proposal B from Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. This proposal is very similar to the last one. It plays in on the checks and balances concept. And as it's proposed right now, its purpose is to create another check to the amendment process of the Constitution. So the last amendment discussed how a 2/3 vote is required to make an amendment to a bylaw. So this is saying if 2/3 of the delegate body, so 2/3 of that 475 delegate body votes and passes something, that then it would have to be ratified by each of the states or by the state associations. So what that means is the 475 vote and it passes, then each state gets to cast one vote, or each association casts one vote. And if the majority of the 52 approve, then that issue is approved by both the body and the associations, and it goes on to the national board. So this kind of works like Congress here in the United States. So think of the ratifications by the state associations to be like the Senate. So each state is represented equally by that. And then the delegate body is kind of like the House of Representatives, where it's all based off population. So this allows each state to have more of a voice. And these are the two big delegate proposals at the national level. This vote that we will take at state convention regarding these will not be a direct vote. It's not tallied and then sent on to nationals, but it will be used to direct next year's state officers and how they vote and how they exercise their delegate rights or their privileges to make choices that the state of Nebraska wants, or work towards the changes that the state of Nebraska would like to see. So ultimately, we'll be providing next year's team with the direction that the state would like to see them vote in. So this is a very important topic, very important issue, and we will be able to express our voices at the national level through this process. Like I said in the beginning video, this is quite an exciting thing to be a part of. We get to affect an organization that's been around for 87 years and continue to improve it. And now I want to show you where you can find the convention schedule. Like I said, the delegate session number 1 is Thursday morning from 11 to noon in Pinnacle Bank Arena, and the second one is Friday, 11 to noon in Pinnacle Bank Arena. If you go to neaga.org, go to the FFA tab, and then select State FFA Convention, it'll bring you to this page. And then once you're on this page, you can scroll down to the 2015 Comprehensive Convention Schedule, and that will list out everything you'll need for convention, whether it's competitions, events, workshops, or the delegate session. It's all on there. So that's kind of your go-to schedule. If you have any questions, feel free to contact any of the state officers or call the state office. The national proposals will be shared along with this video, and thank you for your time, and looking forward to working with all of you in the delegate sessions. Have a good day.